Welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing a try-on and review of the Everlane mid-rise skinny jeans. So when I first took them out of the box, it's obvious that they're not as stretchy as regular jeans. They say they're 2% elastane. I don't know if it's the weave that's different. 2% elastane jeans are usually pretty stretchy. But these really only stretch a little bit. I wanted to get a light wash jean, partly because I thought it would show really well on camera. Sometimes dark pants, you just can't see what you're looking at. I also have this weird obsession with Jessica Jones. You'll see in a minute though. These remind me of nothing of Jessica Jones. They do remind me a lot of a pair of jeans I had. I think I got them in 1992 from the Gap, before jeans were like stretchy. Of course I quite have the same body I had in 1992. All right, so let's get into the try-on. So just from the position that I'm in, I can tell you they have stretched a huge amount since the first time I put them on. Because when I literally first put them on, I put them on downstairs, walked upstairs, and they were biting my knees. But it's different because they're not stretchy. They kind of stay that way. I feel like they're going to eventually sag and bag. I already have some bagginess in the knees, and I can grab a handful in the butt, which is kind of what I mean when I say they remind me of jeans from the 90s. I've had these on and off a few times because I was debating on whether or not to even show them to you, because the first time I put them on, the waistband was about an inch smaller than this, and I'm still getting a little bit of muffin top. These are the mid-rise. I might do better with a higher rise. I opted out of it. The pocket placement looks super mom jeany. The mom jean thing is super cute on like my daughter's friends, my daughter's in high school. Her friends wear them, they're super cute on high school kids. On me, I look like a 49-year-old woman wearing mom jeans. So the pocket placement on these is okay. They're not doing much for my butt. I mean, they don't have any, because they're saggy through here, they're not going to be lifting anything, which is okay. I don't expect miracles from my jeans. I personally would be fine if hip whiskering would just die, and I really don't care for it when it's super straight across like that. To me, it doesn't look like natural wear and tear on jeans. It just looks like horizontal stripes across my hips. And who needs horizontal stripes across their hips? They're $68. I'd say they feel like they will last a long time. I think the fit will change over time. I think you're not supposed to put them in the dryer, which is probably true of any denim. I don't know how they would work for a taller person. I'm 5'4", and this is a regular length on me, which I'm totally fine with. I don't usually expect to be totally fine with regular length. I don't feel like these could go much past 5'6" if you want them to like hit your shoes. The pockets are real. They're pretty short, so you can't really, kind of half fake to me, but I don't know. I think I would be hiking them up all the time or wearing a belt, which is true of all my skinny jeans. See, we're already getting a lot of wrinkling in the knees. In case you clicked on this video because you're just looking for a review for Everlane jeans, let me give you the verdict on those. They're going back. They're not terrible. I don't need them enough to spend $68 on them. Their return policy is that you can't wear the jeans. You can't take the tags off, you can't do anything and see how they work out, which is understandable from their perspective. But I feel like these are so different from other jeans that I have that I would need to see how I feel about having baggy knees and a baggy butt. before I could make a final decision about them, but I'm pretty sure they would head that way. So for me, these are gonna have to go back. So if you're a regular around here, you know that I've been getting more interested lately in ethical sourcing of clothing, which is why I was drawn to Everlane. I've heard about them on several podcasts that I listen to. I want to say probably NPR podcasts and Slate podcasts. In between when I placed the order and when they arrived, I did some more Googling. I was just looking at different watchdog sites. I found one. They must be British because their name is Good On You. Good On You? I'm sure I don't say that right. Good on you. But that's not how you say it. Good on you, right? They actually give Everlane a very low rating because they point out that none of the claims that Everlane's whole website and their whole story is about environmental responsibility, social responsibility, those kind of things. There's no third-party verification to any of it, which is true of a lot of companies, but it just puts them in the masses of a lot of companies that are claiming to be making strides on social responsibility. I would like to think that they're trying to do their best. If I love the jeans, I think I personally would buy their PR enough to say, I can feel okay about these jeans. When you read what they say about them, you know that they're not super stretchy jeans, and I felt like sometimes I feel a little bit nostalgic for a time, and some jeans are too stretchy on me. A lot of jeans now are too stretchy on me, so I thought maybe it would be fun, maybe it would be interesting to see what it's like to go back to jeans that are not stretchy at all. Tried that. Done. I was looking around on their website at other things besides jeans too, and I was really starting to get a little bit turned off. A lot of the clothing is a very boxy fit, which just doesn't work with my size and shape. Most of the colors, this is a funny picky thing, and it's not at all uncommon, but since I had auburn hair when I was younger, and I have the complexion, I have a warm complexion, and I really do better not in colors like this, honestly. I really like to wear clothing that's more brown, orange, camel, teal, warmer colors. So some burgundies work well on me. And most of their colors are very pastel-y or very like just nautical blue, navy blue, cool colors. I can do some of that, but it's just not very flattering on me. They tell you the size of the model. Their models are almost all 5'9" or 5'10", wearing a size 2. Some 0. Anyone who's as short as 5'6" is wearing a 0 or double 0. So these are like really not real people, and then you can actually go on and see how these fit on other sizes. So they'll show it to you on a size 6. The next size up we go is size 10. That's as high as they're going to show you. Their jeans go to a 14. 32 is a 14, right? Except that in the darker washes, they strongly recommend sizing up. So as a practical matter, they only go to size 12. Sorry for the terrible video here. I'm walking on my way to bar, and I realized that I forgot to say when I was talking about Everlane sizes, the average American woman is a size 16. So they're basically saying, if you are not 2 sizes smaller than average, we don't want your money. You don't fit our brand. I don't like that. I just don't like that. All right, bye. Between the sizing, the cuts, the colors offered, I really started to feel like they've got this whole message of like changing the world with better business practices. We're changing the world for one skinny blonde woman at a time. The clothes don't fit for me. The messaging doesn't fit for me. So that's yet another reason the jeans are going back. I don't love them anyway. Sorry to be grumpy. I feel like I'm being grumpy. I like things. I wanted to like these jeans. They're in that gray zone of if I already owned these, I wouldn't feel like I needed to get rid of them. But how much money am I willing to spend to bring them into my life? Not very much. And probably not any at all. That's another thing with this idea of mindful spending. As I bring new things in, I want to bring things in as possible. I want to bring things in that are ethically sourced. I do. But but it's not better for the earth or for the people making the clothes for me to just bring in more stuff to make me feel better about stuff I already have. Kind of glad I didn't like them enough to keep them, because I feel like I'm too early in my process to be adding more things. I want to think about what I really want to add. I want to be looking a little bit more for pieces that are going to stick with me for the long term. I do think I would love to have 1 or 2 more pairs of jeans that I feel great in, that I feel great about. So, but that's like my goal for 2018. That's not my goal for before No Spend February starts. One thing that's piqued my interest, but I'm kind of glad we have No Spend February coming up, so I'll just see if it sticks with me past that. AG jeans, and I did get a pair in a Trendsend box, which I sent back. AG jeans come up a lot on lists of ethical denim. I like them. The particular pair that I was sent were navy crops, and I have a pair of navy crops. They were a little nicer than the pants that I have, but to get rid of a pair that are okay to get a pair that are better is not what I'm trying to do right now. I may want to look into their regular denim, regular length. I could use, like I said, 1 or 2 more pair of jeans that'll stay with me for a long time and get a lot of wear, that are ethically sourced. Those are expensive. I was totaling up the jeans purchases I made last year, and I did spend. I mean, I wear jeans almost every day, and I had culled down to, like, for full length jeans, there was one point where I think I had culled down to 2 or 3 pair of jeans. One of which doesn't fit me very well. That's a whole other story. From American Eagle, exactly the same cut, same wash, same size, bought at the same time. I just bought 2 pair of pants. I must have only tried one on. And when you're buying jeans that are like commercially made, and I know this from having paper cut, but they put the fabric in huge stacks, and the cutter won't come in perfectly straight. And so I think, well, with paper, it's at the bottom of the stack. It'll be, everything bows in a little bit. So the pants at the bottom of the stack are smaller than the pants at the top of the stack. And if I hold up these 2 pair of size 6 high-rise jeggings, they're called jeggings, but they're not as jeggingy as some pants that are not called jeggings. I don't know. From 2 size 6 high-rise jegging from American Eagle, if I hold up these 2 pants, which have been treated the same way, if I hold them up together, the waistband on one is 1/2 inch wider, which you've got to double because they're folded. A pair that are smaller are not comfortable the first day that I wear them, so I avoid them. So after watching Josie's denim clear out, and I don't necessarily need to do a clear out. I did a big clear out. I back up to what I was saying. I did a big clear out. I've bought a bunch of cheap jeans this year. Spent more than a pair of AG jeans in 2017. I have a bunch of jeans, but now I don't need to get more bunch of jeans. I'd rather get 1 pair a year. I will keep on a more long-term basis. That's my thought process. Back to the jeans, sorry, I'm going all over the place. Back to these American Eagle jeans though. After watching Josie's video about culling denim, I was like, I avoid these pants, so I need to do something. But I Googled about how to stretch jeans, and I'm going to see if I can stretch out the waist. Because I think everything else is smaller, but it's only the waistband that has enough rigidity that they're that they're uncomfortable when I first put them on. The rest of it stretches out quickly and it doesn't matter. So I'm hoping to make those work. I'm not looking to just get rid of things. It's hard. I want to only have things that I need and want and love in my closet. But I feel like sometimes I can get into a cycle of binging and purging in my closet. And I don't want to just get rid of a ton and then start bringing more in. I do need to cull off a few things, but not a ton. But I want to make sure that I'm keeping enough so that the only pieces that I need to bring in this year are pieces. I will probably bring in a few tops, of course. Cute, fun, trendy tops. If I feel like it, at an inexpensive price, but now I'm kind of looking more at the ethical side of things. Gets harder to do that. We'll see. I had been really at the point where a lot of my tops were 8 to 10 years old and looked like it. So now I'm not at that point. So I don't necessarily need to buy. So I'm just still very much in this mode of thinking about what I need to buy, how much I need to buy, how I can slow my roll. Very much looking forward to next month. Definitely not buying anything. I just put a book on hold from the library called The Curated Closet, which I just saw a YouTuber recommend, and since my library had it, I'm going to check it out, and if I like it, I'll let you know. I'm not going to go to extreme minimalism. I like the idea of being able to go to my closet and like everything in there and find what I like really easily. That's my ultimate goal. And maybe these Everlane jeans can fit into someone else's closet that way. They just don't fit into mine. If you enjoyed this video, click subscribe below. See you soon.